Leanne Barrett liked this pair throughout the week with a 225 average on it. It's a trip the 2, and it's not going to happen.
Looked like a pretty good shot when she let it go. Just didn't quite make the turn. Left the 2-pin. Looked like a pretty good shot. She might have thrown it just a little bit harder than she had been. Leaves the wiggling 2-pin. One thing Leanne said really helped her with her nerves is she didn't watch the scoreboard this week. Every now and then she kind of peeks over to see how the scores are going, and this week she never looked.
That's fair, and you're talking about Jeanette fighting. So there was a lot involved in getting to this point in this U.S. Open, and one of the ladies who was a big part of it was Billie Jean King, famous tennis star who had the Battle of the Sexes, beat Bobby Riggs, and she was very active in working with the women and having them stick together, and then we all worked with BPA and wound up with this tremendous event.
The Women's Sports Foundation was very instrumental, and they were very supportive of us, and they're supportive of women athletes all over the world. And we really thank Billie Jean King and all her staff and the Women's Sports Foundation, everyone involved, for helping us out.
Exactly. Donna Lopiano, the executive director, came out with the players. Fantastic. Big break. And Billie Jean King personally came here on Sunday to the event.
This is the lane that's hooking more for everybody. Breaks sharply, pin comes around on the deck, taps out that 9. What a great break. I'm happy, Leanne says.
And now she says,
I'm not looking.
Let me just remember that break and
right.
Nothing else.
Another good shot by Kim. She actually seems like she got that one in maybe just a little bit left of where she had been playing, and it held, but she made the move left. She's made some good shots on that lane.
So I wonder how many of these women feel, I know I do, and I hope you do, that we're also being a part of the future of women's sports here.
Oh, absolutely. I hope that one day, when I have a child, and if it's a girl, I want to know that I did everything possible for her to be able to make the money that she deserves and get the respect she deserves. She went high on that lane last frame, and she had been hitting the left lane. So the left lane now might be changing, and it's time for her to make an adjustment on that left lane. That was the lane that was hooking for everyone in the first match, and now probably is breaking down a little bit more in the second match. Goes a little high, leaves the 6-pin.
She'll change balls to try to cover that up. This match very close right now. All even, both players could strike out for 239. If they go off the sheet, we could have a tie. Wow. Best friends, let's tie in the semifinal match of the U.S. Open.
We don't want this match to end.
Well, right now that took away some of the tie potential, but she was on a strike, so won't lose the pin count. God.
That looks like she's throwing a little bit harder. And as you throw it a little bit harder and you throw it through your break point, it doesn't recover as hard as it would if it rolls a little more. And don't forget that right lane was the one that everybody said was tighter, no matter what angle you were playing. Liz was playing up the lane, it was tighter. Leanne's going around him. It seems a little tighter.
Covers it up, so she will trail by 20 pins. Best Leanne Barrett could do would be 219 here if she strikes out in the 10th frame.
One of the things Leanne did discuss all week, I pulled with her in the one qualifying round, was her speed control was very crucial. Because of her rotation, her side rotation, when she threw it through her break point, threw it a little bit hard, she said my ball would never pick up a roll in the right part of the lane. So it was very crucial for her to keep her speed control the same during the week.
Well, right now she needs 3 strikes to force Kim Terrell to mark in the 10th frame. Go high. And it did. You're right, Leanne Barrett. It did go high. Maybe compensating off that last shot.
Could be, you miss right on one lane. Of course, the next thought process could be, well, don't miss right, may not recover. Goes through the nose. This lane could be breaking down. We may see some moves on this left lane.
So Kim Terrell will just need minimal pin count if Leanne spares and strikes. She'll just have to step up and throw 5 on her first shot to close this out. So another show and no major win for Leanne Barrett, but she still has one. She won that Queens event a couple years ago.
And she got to second place. She said, hey, third place check is great. She can use some of that money to put away for a rainy day. Gonna go home, do some therapy on her hip. Make sure she comes back better than ever next year.
With that strike to 207 for Leanne Barrett, Kim Terrell will need 5 on her first shot in order to not have to throw another ball and win this match. Of course, if she would get less than 5, she would take her next shot. She will still take it, but she would need her next shot if she gets less than 5.
Correct.
Eight is enough, or 9 is enough, whatever you prefer. Hangs